Hey everyone, I'm back with another guitar review, and this one's been getting a lot of attention lately. I kept seeing the Ibanez Iron Label Xiphos popping up in riffs and tone demos, so I figured it's worth a closer look. If you're curious about the specs, the link is in the description where you can check it out on Amazon. Now, the first thing that stood out to me was the bodywood Okoume. It's not something you see every day on mid-priced axes, but it gives this guitar a really balanced tone. It's not as heavy as mahogany, so it feels lighter on the strap, but it still has that warm, resonant punch you'd expect from a solid body. I played it through a small tube amp and it just opened up nicely, especially when I rolled back the volume a bit. It's the kind of guitar that responds well if you like to tweak your tone on the fly. The neck is maple and walnut, which is a combo I appreciate. The maple adds that snappy attack and the walnut in the middle keeps the low end from getting too fluffy. The finish is super smooth, and the neck profile is thin enough that my fingers didn't have to stretch too far for chords or solos. I'm not a shredder by any means, but even my clunky runs felt comfortable on this neck. The ebony fingerboard adds a little extra snap to the highs, which is great if you're into bright, articulate playing. The pickups are a pair of humbuckers, and they're voiced pretty hot. I plugged straight into my interface and got a thick, full sound without needing to boost the gain too much. If you're into gent or modern metal, these pickups will give you that tight low-end response and clear highs so chords don't turn into a muddy mess. I also tried a clean setting with a chorus pedal, and the pickups kept the tone articulate without getting fizzy. That versatility makes it a solid choice if you play more than one style. The Edge 02 Tremolo is where this guitar really shines for me. It's got that classic Ibanez floating feel, but it stays in tune way better than a lot of budget trem systems I've tried. I did a full dive bomb session and it tracked perfectly, no intonation drift, no tuning issues. That kind of stability is a game changer if you're into dive bombs or whammy tricks. Plus, the black flat finish on the trem block looks sleek and matches the overall aesthetic. I also like that the body has a deep cutaway, which makes reaching the higher frets effortless. I was able to play some lead lines up there without feeling cramped, and the neck joint is smooth so there's no awkward bump. The weight is pretty balanced too, around 8 pounds, so it's not going to kill your back after a long set. I've played heavier guitars that left me sore after just an hour, so this one felt like a breath of fresh air. Now, let's talk about a couple of things to keep in mind. The pickups are hot, so if you're into vintage clean tones, you might need to roll off the tone knob or use a darker amp setting. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to consider if your style leans more toward blues or classic rock. Also, the black flat finish is gorgeous, but it does show fingerprints and dust pretty easily. If you're not into constant wiping, you might want to keep a microfiber cloth handy. Overall, the Ibanez Iron Label Xiphos feels like a pro-level guitar at a price that won't break the bank. It's versatile enough for metal, rock, or even some fusion styles, and the build quality is solid. The neck is comfortable, the trem stays in tune, and the tone is punchy without being overly bright or harsh. If you're in the market for a new electric guitar and want something that can handle both studio work and live gigs, this one's definitely worth a closer look. Anyway, if you want to see the current price or read more reviews, the link is down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.